Today, I have put two players in the 90s, and we're going to see how they match up against each other. We have an 18-year-old Luka Doncic and an 18-year-old SGA. Now, if you guys know about 2K and you know about my NBA, these two are always two of the best players. SGA usually becomes a 99, and I think Luka usually becomes a 98 or a 99 as well. But today, we're going to see how high they can get playing along players like Shaq and Alonzo Mourning. But alright, let's get right into the draft lottery first. Who do we got here? So with the first pick, I am the Sixers. So I'm going to go to the draft. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Shaq with my pick. Shaq, welcome to the team. And now let's see. So the Bucks are probably going to take Luka. Right? Okay, so Luka Doncic is on the Milwaukee Bucks. And then I guess the Nuggets are probably going to take SGA. So there we go. Who did Luka get drafted to? The Bucks and SGA on the Nuggets. Alright, I'm going to go check out their rosters. I will be right back. Well, Luka, I'm not sure you got drafted to the best team because you do have Moses Malone, but he is 37 years old, and Dale Ellis is 31 years old. Nice. So a bunch of old people on Luka's squad. They definitely need to do something. And then let's go all the way over to the Nuggets, and you know what? Maybe SGA can make the playoffs year one. He also has Abdul Raff, who is only 23 years old. Marcus Liberty is also only 23 years old. So, you know what? This team actually has a little bit of potential. Dikembe Mutombo, I didn't even mention, who's only 26 right now. All right, maybe SGA. Let's see if the Nuggets can make the playoffs in the first season. I think they can. Michael Jordan wins the first MVP of this video, but the award we're really looking for is the Rookie of the Year, and it goes to Shaq. Neither SGA or Luka win Rookie of the Year. That's alright though, because they are younger than Shaq, and they are lower overall right now, but something tells me I think they're going to be higher. Any sightings of Luka or SGA? No. They will be on the all-rookie team though. Let's see how they did in the first year. And yeah, not a great year from SGA. Only 11 points. Did have 4 rebounds and 6 assists. Luka, on the other hand, yeah, a lot better than SGA. 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. What did Shaq get? Okay, we already saw that. But alright, did either of them make the playoffs? I think the Nuggets should have made the playoffs, and they don't. And neither do the Bucks. Okay, so year one, neither of them make the playoffs. Hopefully, they can get some good players from this draft, but let's go find out. I'll see you guys at player progression. So, it looks like the Bucks drafted Darius Wade. Okay, maybe you guys didn't have your first round pick. That's all I could think because, yeah, this is one of the worst teams I've ever seen. Darius Wade might be the worst rookie I've ever seen. Oh, nice. They chose him with pick 11. Cool. The 11th pick, and that's what you get. Alright, well, Luka, you are an 86, but I don't know if I see anything happening on that team. Over to the Nuggets. Who did they get? Not Marcus. Okay, they took Rodney Rogers with the 8th pick. Honestly, I'm not too sure about that either. This team is pretty good, though. SGA's all the way up to an 85. I expect this Nuggets team to make the playoffs. Come on. Nuggets, I think you're going to make the playoffs. Once again, Michael Jordan wins MVP. I expect Luka and SGA to start taking this award at some point, but we'll get to that point. Chris Webber is the Rookie of the Year. But you know what we're here for. Shaq actually wins an award. The Charlotte Hornets seem to be the best team in the league, surprisingly. Luka Doncic makes a first team. gets his average up to 20 points. The triple-double is definitely coming soon for Luka Doncic. Where's SGA, though? Wow, SGA didn't even make the third team. Huh. He did make the all-defensive second team, though. His averages are up to 14 and 8. I definitely expect this to go up, though. SGA, you will get better. Did either make the playoffs. The Nuggets did make the playoffs, and the Bucks did not, which is exactly what I expected. I'm going to simulate the round here. Denver is able to get it done in 5, but will they be able to beat the number 1 seeded Portland with Clyde Drexler, who is a 96 overall right now? Let's find out. I'm going by round just because the Bucks aren't in here, and they do lose, but honestly, we didn't expect much this year. I just hope the Bucks got better. That's all I can really say. Please, Bucks, make a good draft pick. That's all I can ask from you. Well, whoever the Bucks GM is, you need to be fired. They drafted Stuart Todd with the 5th pick. 2 years in a row where they get unusable rookies. Nice, I guess. Luka Doncic is already up to a 90 at 20 years old. Larry Nance and Jay Humphries aren't going to be enough to make the playoffs, I fear. Bucks, I think you guys are screwed. Over to the Nuggets. SGA is up to a 91. Mutombo is still in the squad. They got Reggie Williams now. Okay, I think, you know what? Mel Cheeks. You're not good at all. But you know what? I think these guys can get it done. I really do. I think this is a winning squad right here, but wow. Rodney Rogers was way better than I thought too. But alright, let's stop getting distracted. I think these guys can make it to the finals. Let's go see if they actually can. As we are simming through this season, I just wanted to stop in real quick and say thank you guys for the love you've been showing. I'm at 380 subscribers as I'm filming this, so if you guys are seeing this part of the video right here, please go down and press that subscribe button. I'm really trying to get to 400. And yeah, thank you guys for all the nice comments, all the support. On that WNBA video I did, a lot of you are commenting about the players and how Angel Reese can shoot threes or whatever. Listen, I downloaded those players. I don't even know. I've never done a WNBA video before. I have really never even watched a game. I watched a lot of the tournament last year, and Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are 2 of my favorite players. But yeah, the reason I really made that video is because I wanted to talk about how everybody should really just be supporting and stop putting either Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark down. I think everybody should be supporting both of them because they really are making a change to that sport, whether you like it or not. They are making a change. But alright, I'm out of here. I've taken way too long. Let's get to the end of the season. Well, here we are at the end of the season, and yeah, Shaq has completely taken over, averaging 35 points and 11 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks, by the way. I would honestly be surprised if he wasn't the Defensive Player of the Year, and he's not. Okay. And I want to know who's on the Hornets. I really do, because they are actually the best team in the league. Luka Doncic averages 24, 9, and 7. I think at least one of these years he's going to get the triple-double, but we still got to find out. Somehow, SGA only makes the All-NBA third team. Yeah, I mean, I see why. I'm going to be honest, his stats are not great at all. But I think his team is better. Is his team better? Yes, they are. They get the 5 seed once again. And the Bucks, you guys can't even make it. Larry Johnson is on the Hornets. I guess he's the one that's leading them to that record. I'm not really sure. Man, the Sixers are better than the Bucks. That is sad to see. And we're going to sim through the round again because, yeah, only one of our teams made it. Denver actually makes it to the second round again. Will they lose to the number 1 seed again, or can they beat them this time? They sweep them. Okay, Denver. Denver with the off-season pickups. but this is the team that beat them last year. You know what? Nah, they're not beating us this year. This is our year. No. No. Come back. Oh my gosh. And they get swept by the Trailblazers. Blazers and Hornets match up, and Larry Johnson is the finals MVP. Cool. Alright. Milwaukee. Can we please figure something out? Please. Luka Doncic is now a 94 overall. Hot Rod Williams isn't much help. He's also 32. Jay Humphries is also 32. Darius Wade is doing about as good as he can. And it looks like they drafted Bryant Reeves with their number 7 overall pick. You know what? I'd say out of all of your picks, I'm least mad at this one. They also drafted Willie Bryant. And what happened to the guy that they drafted last year? He's just gone. Okay. I swear they drafted someone last year, but maybe I'm wrong. He was the same overall as Darius Wade. I'll be honest, I don't really care though. Let's go over to the Nuggets. And this is what a good team actually is supposed to look like. SGA is at a 94. Dikembe Mutombo is still going up. He is at 87 now. And yeah, the rest of the team is just pretty solid. Mel Cheeks actually goes all the way up to a 78. Willie Burton as well. And this is a really good team down here. I will be completely honest. Fat Lever, I don't know how he's so low already. Not sure, but hey. Nuggets, I think you guys have an actual shot at winning the championship. Bucks, I can't say the same thing about you. The Bucks are trash. Clyde Drexler wins an MVP. We don't really care too much about that though. We are looking for SGA and Luka. And here's Luka on the All-NBA first team. He averaged 25 and 10 rebounds. If he could just get that assist number up, the triple-double is coming soon. SGA finally makes it farther than the third team as he makes it to the second. And yeah, that's a lot more like it. He's getting a lot better, but there's still room to improve. I need you to get to at least 20 points per game, SGA. That 18 is not going to cut it. Did he make the all-defensive first team? No, he makes the second team again. Alright. We already know the Nuggets made the playoffs, but did the Bucks? Of course not. Luka, man. It's getting sad at this point. I'm going to sim the round. Denver, you guys have been so good, but this is your problem. You are not able to get past the reigning MVP, Clyde Drexler. Can you do it this time? And no, but they did take him to 7 games. Hey, this Nuggets team is just getting better. That's all I will say. This Bucks team, I can't say the same about you guys. But Nuggets, I definitely see a finals in your future. We are back at player progression. Luka is all the way up to a 96 overall. He's only 22 years old. But, I mean, when is this Bucks team going to prove me wrong? Did they take Jamal Ellis? Yeah, they had pick 10. End up with Jamal Ellis. And I'm just not sure who's making these draft picks. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea who's making these draft picks. They are some of the worst picks I've ever seen in my life. Like, I actually have not seen worse draft picks than this. Bryant Reeves, I mean, I guess you're the only good one, but we also had pick number 7. I'm sure they could have gotten someone better than you. Let's go over to the Nuggets. SGA is only a 94. Dikembe Mutombo, I mean, all these guys are about where they were last year. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if this team can do it. I thought they were going to be better, but I guess I was wrong. Let's go right to the end of the season. Jason Kidd wins an MVP. I don't think I've ever seen Jason Kidd win an MVP in any of these videos. That's alright though. Allen Iverson is the Rookie of the Year. Shaq still averaging crazy numbers. He is definitely the best rookie in that draft right now. I mean, look at what he's averaging. He only had 1 year where he averaged under 30. And that was his rookie year. That is crazy. Reggie L. Madsen, not sure who you are. The Mavericks are actually the best team in the league this year. And Luka Doncic is back on the first team, and oh my gosh. 31 points from Luka, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Definitely Luka's best year yet. SGA, oh my gosh. Not really sure what's going on with SGA, guys. I'm going to be honest. I think he can get better, though. I'll be honest. I think there's still a chance for SGA. I'm going to say it. And let's be honest. His team is the 3 seed. They are a much better team. Luka is still yet to make the playoffs. He has not made the playoffs yet. And oh my gosh, we are going against our main rivals. The guys who have taken us out of the playoffs every single year so far. Can we finally beat them? And they do. The Nuggets finally beat the Trailblazers. And in my opinion, I honestly think this is the Nuggets' year. They are a really good team, led by SGA. The Warriors get swept, and now they have to go against the number 1 team in the league. Who do the Mavericks even have? Jason Kidd, who was the reigning MVP. Other than that, though, they don't have much. I think we can win this. I'm going to sim the round, and oh my gosh, what a comeback by the Nuggets. This team's going to be hard to beat, though. Can they beat the Hornets? They take game 1. SGA. Oh, almost. Now it's 2-2. 3-2. 3-3. We're taking it to Simcast. SGA, this is your chance, brother. Oh my gosh, and I think they're murdering them. Wow. The Nuggets are going to take it home in 7. SGA wins a finals MVP. This is very interesting now because Luka Doncic has made the All-NBA first team every single year, but he hasn't even made the playoffs while SGA has won a finals MVP. SGA, you are up on the scorecards right now. But let's go see what happens if Luka can get a little bit of a better team. We are back at player progression, and Luka looks like he's done going up at a 96. Actually, I doubt that. He's only 23 years old. We're going to go until they're about 30. Bryant Reeves is finally up into the 80s. And then other than that, we drafted Antonio Daniels. Not sure about that pick. And I'm just, honestly, I'm not sure at all what the Bucks are doing. The Bucks, you guys are a terrible team. The Nuggets, on the other hand, SGA goes all the way up to a 95, Mutombo an 88, and yeah, just a solid team in general. A very, very solid team. And yeah, I think, honestly, they have a chance at winning the finals again. But let's go find out if that's true. Once again, Shaq is the MVP, and he's honestly looking like the best player out of their draft. No sightings of SGA or Luka. They do both make the first team, though. SGA finally averages 20 points. And Luka is still averaging 30. A little bit of a down year, though, now that I'm looking at it compared to last year. That's alright, though. Maybe he made the playoffs. And I don't know why I would even think that. Denver is the 2 seed now. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to just sim the round here. They are able to make it out of the first round. I don't think they've lost in the first round yet. They do lose in the second round, though. That's alright. They won the championship last year. Milwaukee, you guys are wasting Luka's career. That's all I'll say. Figure it out. Okay, well, this might be their best pick yet. They did get an 18-year-old Rashard Lewis, who could be pretty solid, but I mean, I just don't think this team is good enough. Bryant Reeves is getting a little better. Kobe Thurman, I'm not sure who you are. I'm sorry, but you look like a solid player. I guess let's just see. Let's go over to the Nuggets. SGA and Luka are both sitting at a 96 overall right now. I mean, this team is still amazing. Nuggets, obviously, you guys still have a chance. Bucks, I don't think you guys have a chance. I'll just keep it 100% honest. Kevin Garnett wins an MVP. SGA and Luka still have neither of them have won an MVP, I should say. Vince Carter is the Rookie of the Year. You know, he looks pretty good in that Jazz uniform, I'm not going to lie. Looking kind of tough. And yeah, just no sign of Luka or SGA anywhere. And it looks like they're getting worse somehow. SGA actually has gotten a lot better. Finally putting up some solid numbers. Did they make the playoffs? And the Milwaukee Bucks actually made the playoffs for the first time in this video. Thank you. You know what? We're going to go over here and watch how they do. And they get swept in the first round. Nice. All right, Denver. What are you guys going to do? Wow. Denver makes it to the conference finals, but they have to go against Chris Webber and Alonzo Mourning. This is going to be rough. They do go up 1, up 2, up 3, and they just swept Chris Webber and Alonzo Mourning. But can they do the same to Jamal Mashburn, Michael Williams, and Kevin Garnett, and Christian Laettner? Yeah, this is going to be bad. I could see the Pacers sweeping. The Nuggets do take a game. Come on, can we take another? And we take another. And we go up 3-2. Okay, straight to Simcast with it. Okay. It was looking close, but honestly, I think the Nuggets are going to pull this one out. And they do. 101-91. The Denver Nuggets are 2-time champions. And SGA is a 2-time Finals MVP. Luka, you got some catching up to do. I guess Luka is not going to go any higher than a 96. But at the same time, they did get Corey Maggette. Rashard Lewis goes up 3. You know, maybe this team has hope in about 3 years. I think they got hope. They got a lot of good potential on this team, but they got to start helping Luka now. Let's go over to the Nuggets. We know what the Nuggets are going to be, just a solid team all throughout. Some of those players are getting a little old, but honestly, I don't think it's going to affect them. I think the Nuggets are still going to make a run here, but let's see if they prove me right or prove me wrong. Shaq wins another MVP, and he is really putting Luka and SGA to shame with the stats, but SGA is a 2-time Finals MVP, so I can't be mad at it. They just get no regular season awards. They get All-NBA first team every year. Luka is slowly fading, by the way. He is just getting worse, so they need to figure that team out quick. SGA, on the other hand, is only getting better. But alright, I think they should both make the playoffs this year. And they do. Milwaukee barely makes it, as Denver is the number 1 seed. Alright, Milwaukee, can we please beat the Sixers? Yes, they were able to beat the Sixers, and finally both teams make it out of the first round. That is great. Now, can Milwaukee win the second round? No, they get swept. Denver also loses, sadly, in 7 games, but that's alright. Kevin Garnett, Jamal Mashburn, and them are a pretty stacked team. I'm not surprised they won. But let's go see if either of these teams have gotten any better. You know what? The Bucks actually look the best that they've looked yet. I will say that. Luka is getting older. Bryant Reeves is also getting older, but these two are just getting started. Honestly, I could see them making a run this year. I'll be honest. I could definitely see the Bucks making a run. Nuggets, I could see I could also see the Nuggets not making a run. If I'm being honest, I could see their time being over. And also, I kind of like the fact that Luka and SGA are 96 overall because I feel like that's realistic. 2K is getting a little ahead of themselves with the ratings. Let's not give just anybody a 98 overall. Come on, man. SGA is a cool 96. 96 is really good. LeBron James was a 96 back in the day when I was playing 2K. Just remember that. But alright, I will see you guys at the end of the regular season. Chris Webber wins MVP, which I'm not surprised about. He usually gets at least one. But what I am surprised about is that I'm not seeing Luka or SGA. The Nuggets, wow. I just realized they had 62 wins, and I said their run was going to be over. SGA, by far the best season of his career. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't give him the MVP over Chris Webber. He definitely deserved it. That was an SGA year. And what did I say about Luka? He's slowly getting a little worse. That triple-double is still looking like it might come, though. I can't lie. I need you to average a triple-double. Alright, though, we know Denver. Well, I was going to say we know Denver is the number 1 seed, but I guess 62 wins wasn't enough for it. Huh. Milwaukee is the 5 seed, Denver the 4. Milwaukee, we are focused on you guys because you have not won anything yet. They actually do make it out of the first round. Denver gets swept. Maybe I was right, honestly. I said they might have been on the decline. Wow, Milwaukee is on the rise, but even on the rise, I don't think they're beating this Pacers team. I'll be honest. And they made me instantly eat my words. Alright, then we should be able to beat the Pistons. And we sweep them. Chris Webber, I'm not going to lie. You've had a good run. But this is Luka's year. Maybe not. Maybe not. Come on, Luka. Come on, Luka. You need this game. And let's go. In Simcast now. The Timberwolves take an early lead, but the Bucks come back. And honestly, it looks like Luka is going to win this with absolutely no problem. Does he get the Finals MVP? Of course. Now, you know what that means, guys. SGA is only up 1 Finals MVP. Milwaukee actually gets it done. I'll be honest with you guys. I did not think Milwaukee would get it done with this team, but hey, I guess it was a pretty good team. Let's go see if it can get any better. Well, guys, the year is currently 2001, and it looks like they've chosen to move on from Luka Doncic after he won a championship with them. Man, that is messed up. They still have the... Oh, man, right as that team was getting good, they decided to let go of Luka. Can I find what team he is on here? Man. And it looks like he's on the Kings with Penny Hardaway and Grant Hill. You know what? I think Luka and Penny could definitely do something. We got to remember now we are rooting for the Kings instead of the Bucks. And let's see, is SGA still on the Nuggets? Yes. He's staying loyal. And, I mean, I know I said this team was on the decline, but they honestly are better than the Kings. I'll be honest. I think I would rather have the Nuggets than the Kings. But alright, let's go see what team actually does better. Kevin Garnett wins an MVP. Both of our players are still yet to win an MVP. Honestly, I thought SGA would win it this year. Maybe not. And yeah, I don't see our players anywhere, but I do see that the Nuggets get 61 wins. Crazy. SGA makes the first team, and how was he not the MVP? How was he not? That is MVP stats if I've ever seen them from SGA. Luka doesn't even make the first team once again, and yeah. Wow, he is definitely getting worse as SGA is getting a lot better. But let's see. Did they make the... And the Kings are actually the 2 seed. Okay, so Luka and Penny Hardaway may actually be a great duo. but Denver is the 1 seed. Let's see who gets it done. Sacramento barely wins against Portland, and the Nuggets beat the Clippers. Can Sacramento beat the Timberwolves with Chris Webber? Let's see. And they almost had it. They went up 2-0, and then they sold the next 4 games. And don't even get me started on what happened to Denver. 4-1? Man, this is sad. These guys are almost 30 years old, and if they get to 30 before Luka can win a finals, then SGA is going to walk out of here with the edge. That's all I could say. All right, let's go right to player progression. Luka Doncic is now 28 years old. Penny Hardaway is 31, but he's still somehow going up. I mean, not a terrible team for the Kings. Maybe they can get it done in these next 2 years, but it's going to be a close one. If we go over to the Nuggets, we know what this team is going to look like. They've looked about the same this whole time, except now Rodney Rogers is probably their second best player. That's pretty crazy. Larry Cheeks still getting better. But all right, let's go see if either of these teams can win a championship and take the edge. Once again, Kevin Garnett wins an MVP, and man, where is SGA? Rookie of the Year is Yao Ming. That is pretty crazy. But no SGA, no Luka, and the Blazers are back on top again. And man, they're disrespecting SGA, not giving him these. I mean, his stats are way better than KG. Let's be honest. Luka doesn't even make the second team. And yeah, I mean, I guess we got to see. Did these guys make the playoffs? I see the Kings, but I actually don't. Am I stupid? The Nuggets do not make the playoffs. Interesting. All right, Luka. Well, this is your chance, and you sold it. All right. Well, one more season, and basically, if Luka doesn't win here, SGA has won the video. Well, this is the team that Luka has in the final player progression of the video and his final chance to win his second finals MVP and join SGA with 2. Yeah, I don't know if he gets it done with that team. Back over to the Nuggets. Yeah, you guys fell off. That's all I can really say. You guys fell off. I mean, you are 30 now, so hey. It makes a lot of sense, but alright, let's get right into this and see if Luka can pull off a miracle. Well, how fitting is it that the real best rookie out of the 3, Shaq, wins the final MVP of the video? LeBron James in a Celtics uniform. Ugh, that just made me baby barf in my mouth a little bit, I can't lie. Chauncey Billups is the 6th man of the year, Shaq again. And yeah, I don't think they have any chance. SGA gets robbed of another MVP, of course. Luka barely makes the second team. And yeah, the Nuggets make the playoffs and the Kings are the 2 seed. Okay. Let's go here, Kings. You need this bad. And they do it. But to make it to the finals, they would have to take out SGA and Denver. SGA, you can either protect your lead right here or give it up. We're going game by game. The Kings take game 1. Denver takes game 2. And this is going to be a good series. And it's a classic. Oh my gosh. Who is going to win? SGA versus Luka. The Kings need it more, and it looks like they are gonna get it. SGA tried to protect his lead, but it just didn't happen. But can they beat the number 1 seed Memphis with Shaq and T-Mac? I'm gonna have to go and say there is no chance. Kings, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Luka wants this bad. Luka wants it bad. And he's not going to get it, though. Memphis is going to take Game 7. Luka almost pulled it off. He couldn't do it. Paul Pierce is on the Heat and LeBron is on the Celtics. What is going on in this league? Oh, man. You know what? Before we end this video off, we're going to check the awards. Luka, your career stats were actually amazing. You had a nice long career. Really good stats throughout your whole career. You were a one-time NBA champion and a one-time Finals MVP. You were on the first team All-NBA 7 times. Let's see how that compares to SGA. Okay. That was not SGA. SGA, on the other hand, is a 2-time NBA champion, 2 times Finals MVP, and also a 7-time first teamer. His stats, though, honestly weren't as good, but they started to really pick up towards the end of his career. Honestly, it was a very, very close competition. SGA, you barely edge it out, at least in my opinion, because you have 2 Finals MVPs. Luka only has 1. If you guys did make it this far in the video, though, I really, really appreciate you. Drop a like, drop a subscribe if you are new. And yeah, other than that, I don't really got anything else to say, so peace.